Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. If you guys are new around here, welcome. My name is Becca. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm the creator of the nutrition and intuitive eating course, Mindful Eating Made Simple. And in today's video, I am just going to take you guys around with me, share with you everything that I'm eating throughout the day. I am very much an intuitive eater. I don't cut anything out. I don't follow any certain kind of diets, but I also obviously am very passionate about nutrition. Hello Bo, that's my son chatting in the back. Most of what I eat is real, nourishing, whole food that is really going to nourish my body because that is very important to me, but I also have plenty of room for balance. Again, I don't cut anything out. I don't demonize anything. I really focus on nutrition. I prioritize it, but I don't see it as the end all be all, something that I actually have to like live and die by. So that is my philosophy in a nutshell if you are new around here. So if you guys want to see just a typical day, you know, what I'm eating here at home, what I'm making, then let's get started. Good morning, you guys. So we're about to have breakfast. We were having oats this morning for breakfast. Matt already got them going in the Instant Pot and they're ready now, but I want to show you guys real quick like how we cook them. So we love using the Instant Pot for two reasons. One, it makes like the creamiest oats, but also you can just dump it and walk away and it will just do everything it needs. You basically don't have to babysit it on the stove. So we like to go back and forth between steel cut oats and just like old fashioned rolled oats. It just, you know, we eat one until we're kind of sick of it and then we switch to the other one. And we eat oats probably like maybe twice a week. So these are the rolled oats that I love to get. These are from Costco and you can get this giant bag of sprouted organic rolled oats. They're also gluten-free, if that matters to you. And this is what we use for our rolled oats. And then for the steel cut oats, I usually buy them in bulk from like Azure Standard, and we have like a ton of them. Like a big 5-gallon bucket of steel cut oats. So again, we go back and forth. But so for the rolled oats, I've definitely shared how we make the steel cut oats in here on my channel before. But for the rolled oats, we do 2 cups of oats to 4.5 cups of liquid. So like a little over double the liquid. So it would be like 1 cup of oats, 2 1/4 cups water, so a little over double. And we do 3 cups milk, 1.5 cup, or no, 3 cups water. I'll write this on the bottom. 3 cups water, 1.5 cups milk. So 2 cups oats, 2 cups oats, 3 cups water, 1.5 cups milk. We dump it all in here. We put a little splash of vanilla, a little pinch of salt. It makes the most delicious, creamy oats. So good. Okay, so I always forget to show this, but I'm making my latte. I have my espresso machine here. This thing is literally like the best investment ever. So I put a little scoop of collagen in the mug because I love that for my skin. It actually really has made a huge difference. I just pour the espresso shot on top of it. And then I use whole milk. We get ours from a local farmer around here, and I just pour the milk on top. And sometimes I have coffee after I eat breakfast. Sometimes I start drinking it before. I also do like very little caffeine because I measure out the beans every time. I'm so sensitive to caffeine, I just can't really handle it. But I do like just a little bit. So I always do 18 grams of beans, and I do like 3 to 4 grams regular. It's like very exact. And then the rest decaf. And I'll link the decaf that I get down below because it's Swiss water processed, meaning they don't use chemicals to decaffeinate it. And it's organic. And then we get our organic coffee beans we get like big bags of them from Costco. So that is how I make my latte in the morning. I have this every day. And it's like one of my favorite parts of my day. Oh, but I was saying I usually, I don't always have it before or after I eat, but because it's very milk heavy. It's a lot of milk, so I feel like it, because I try not to do caffeine at all on like an empty stomach, but this is like a little different because it's got a lot of milk, so it's got fat and protein and carbs with it. So if I have it before breakfast, it doesn't seem to, you know, it doesn't make a difference for me whether or not, or in how I feel, so. Okay, so here is what the oats look like. They are very creamy and fluffy. I love the way that they turn out when they're cooked in here. Okay, so here's my breakfast. It's oats topped with peanut butter. We always buy ours from Costco, and then just strawberries, nothing fancy. Oats themselves are pretty filling because they're very fiber rich. And then when you're adding peanut butter on top, which has protein and fat as well, just helps add to just like the satiety of it, really helps keep you full. Same thing with strawberries, they have a lot of fiber. Oats never keep me as full as eating like eggs first thing in the morning, which is like eating higher, obviously higher in protein. But we still do love oats. They are definitely healthy, they're satisfying, and they're also so easy to keep on hand, especially if you like buy in bulk, you pretty much always have it available. So that's one of our favorite breakfasts and what I'm having today. Okay, so I just finished eating breakfast and I am actually about to get some bread going. So this is gonna be sourdough sandwich bread. I recently found a recipe on a blog online and it's so good. I've made it like several times now, and we've been using that. I mean, we definitely still buy bread from the grocery store. It's not like I'm making all of our bread, but I have been making this like once a week or so to kind of offset that, and it's really good. And it's obviously just a few simple ingredients versus what you're typically gonna find in store-bought bread. So I am just gonna take this out and get it ready to have its second rise.
Never knowing where my home is, left it long ago. Only stars and clouds could blanket me.
Okay, you guys, so I'm back with my Instant Pot. So I am going to make lunch. It's early in the week, which is usually when I cook something, I batch something protein rich to have on hand for lunches, and we will use that as like the base of our lunch every day, or we eat leftovers. That's like how I approach and attack lunch. I don't like to cook in the middle of the day, so this is like pretty much once a week is when I do that. Otherwise I do all my cooking at night, or you know, when we make breakfast, but I don't like to stop work and stop the morning flow to cook every day. So this is what I do instead. So I'm gonna make egg salad. I don't know if I said that. Because we have eggs and we have tons of eggs from our chickens, so that is like an easy thing to make, and it'll be good for the next few days. I used to never like egg salad, and then once we had chickens and we were like swimming in eggs, like last spring, I was like, well, maybe I can try and make egg salad, and it turns out I actually really like it. So there's a million different ways to make it. I just grabbed some of the stuff that we have on hand, and that's how I'm gonna make mine. I'll show you, but I use the Instant Pot to actually hard boil the eggs because, again, you don't have to babysit it. Like same thing with the oats on the stove. You can just set it, it's pretty easy. But also fresh eggs are very, very hard to peel when they're hard boiled, and this makes them a lot easier to peel. So it just makes my life a little bit easier in a lot of different ways. So I've got my eggs here. I've got 6 eggs, and they're all so colorful and beautiful. I love them so much. So I'm gonna add water to my Instant Pot. I've got the little, this thing, sure it has a name, in there, and I'm just gonna fill it with water. If you've never done this before, you just kind of fill it to like right below, this is probably about 2 cups, right below the tray thing in there. And then I'm just going to add in my eggs. And you don't want them to like overlap or anything. You just want them to all be spread out in there. and 6 fits perfectly. Could definitely even fit more if I wanted to. So then I'm just gonna put on the lid, and I'm gonna cook them for about, I think 4 minutes is what I'm gonna do. These are not cold because they've been sitting out on our counter. So some recipes I say to go a little longer, but I'm gonna do 4 minutes, and hopefully that's good. It's actually been a while since I've done this. So set it for 4 minutes, and then once it's done cooking, I'm gonna let it sit for like another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna release the pressure, take them out, put them in an ice bath to cool them down quickly so they'll stop cooking. And then we will be ready to peel and make egg salad. Okay, so my eggs are done cooking. I'm just letting them rest for a few more minutes before I take them out and put them in some ice water. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm actually gonna put in with the eggs. So obviously you peel the eggs, you chop them up. I'm gonna add a little bit of mayo. This is the Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo. So it's not using soybean oil or canola oil, you know, in the mayo, and it tastes pretty good. So that's what I use, and I buy the big jar from Costco. It's a lot more affordable that way. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of, I don't have Dijon mustard on hand, but I do have spicy brown mustard, very similar. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Salt and pepper, obviously. And then I do have parsley. This is like the one fresh herb I have on hand right now. So I'm gonna use that. I think a lot of recipes also recommend like dill or using chives, which would be delicious, but I don't have them. So I'm just using what I got. Parsley will brighten it up and make it delicious, and also just add some pretty green, little feast for the eyes. So those are all the ingredients that I'm using. I just have to peel the eggs, throw it all together, and we will have egg salad. Also, my bread is baking. It's got about 5 minutes to go, and it smells so good in here. I don't know if you guys can see how it's doing in there. Oh, it smells so good. So we're gonna have fresh bread, feeling very on top of life today, egg salad, and that's pretty much what we're gonna have for lunch.
Spend each night alone out on the breeze, and the water was a mirror, saw the morning come undone. In the dawn I saw the silver drawn towards the golden sun. Out of nowhere, so peculiar, heard a choir sing, holding verses, well rehearsed and dancing in the wind. Only stars and clouds could make it be. Each night alone out on the breeze, and the water was a mirror, saw the morning come undone. In the dawn I saw the silver drawn towards the golden sun. Lonely wanderer on the tundra, will it ever end? Shake and shiver, swollen river, swept around the bend, and the water was a mirror, saw the morning come up.
Okay, you guys, so here is my lunch. I've got a nice thick slice of that, I just dropped green sourdough sandwich bread with the egg salad on top. I also have greens on the side with a little bit of salad dressing, and then I peeled a little clementine. We got some clementines, and they are so good, like so sweet and tart and juicy. They're like perfect, so I'm gonna have that with my lunch as well. Okay, you guys, so this sourdough and egg salad combo is so good that I'm going back for seconds, and I definitely should have doubled this egg salad, because there will be, this was just a cooking for lunch. This was not prepping by any means, because there is none left. We ate it all. but it's so good and I'm not totally full, so I'm going to have more. And that's something that I think is like, this brings up a good point when it comes to intuitive eating. I think often people are so focused on like portion control and like what they should have, that they, you know, they go by that instead of what their body's actually telling them. So a lot of the times they'll eat everything on their plate, even if they were comfortably full 3/4 of the way through. And then on the flip side, people will eat everything that's on their plate and not be totally satisfied, but it's just like, well, I had my portion, so now I'm done. And then if you're not, you know, feeling totally satisfied, then you're gonna be, you know, hungry again sooner, and it's not listening to your body. And this used to come up all the time when I would counsel clients, and people would be like, well, I'm just like so hungry at night, I just want to have a snack, but having a snack is bad. And having a snack at night is not bad, but I was always like, well, are you like full when you finish dinner? And half the time it was like, oh, maybe I could like actually have seconds and then I wouldn't be like starving at 8 p.m. It's like, yeah, like actually eat until you're full. So that's what I'm doing here, having another slice with egg salad. It's really, really good. Okay, you guys, so I'm about to get dinner started. Turns out this is a big Instant Pot day because I'm about to use my Instant Pot again, which was not planned, but it's good because it shows you some of the different ways that I like rely on this and use it, what I use it for. So we are gonna have tacos for dinner. We're having chicken tacos. So when we have chicken tacos, I like to make the chicken in the Instant Pot because it's super easy to cook up quickly, and then it's super easy to shred, and I'll show you what I do. So I just have, this is a package of just organic chicken breasts that I'm gonna throw in here. Literally so easy. And then I just dump a bunch of, this is just mild salsa on top, and then shortcut, I'm using the Thrive, this is the organic taco night spice blend. I just have half a packet. I used the other half in something else dinner a few nights ago. So I have half of this. I'm just gonna toss that in there. So that is how we're gonna make the taco chicken. And for thawed chicken breasts, which these are, I do 12 minutes on high. If they're frozen, you can cook it from frozen too. I would do 15 minutes. So I'll throw that all in there, get that all cooked up, and then I'll show you guys how I shred it when I get to that step.
In the dawn I saw the silver drawn towards the golden sun, and the water was a mirror, saw the morning come undone. In the dawn I saw the silver drawn towards the golden.
Okay, so when I make tacos, I do make the tortillas from scratch. It's definitely an extra step, and it's not nearly as quick as just taking them out of a package and, you know, serving tacos on those. But they make the world of difference. Like it is so, the taste is so so much better that it's worth going the extra mile, which is why I do it every time, because it's just that much better. So I have flour here. I'm about to get started. If I can find, I found this recipe a long time ago online. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but I do just have it like written down for my own notes. But it's 3 cups of flour. I'm using all purpose, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/3 cup avocado oil, and 1 cup warm water. And you basically just mix it all together, knead it just a little bit, and then you just like make little balls, roll them out, cook them on the skillet to make tortillas. So a little bit of a process, but it's actually like kind of therapeutic. I enjoy it. And like I said, so good.
each night alone out on the green. And the water was a mirror, saw the morning come undone. In the dawn I saw the silver drawn towards the golden sun.
Okay, so the chicken is done. So this is what it looks like. Salsa chicken, taco chicken, whatever you want to call it. Super easy. And then what I actually use to, where did it go? Can you bring it to me? What I actually use to shred it up super easily is just a hand mixer. You can also throw it in a stand mixer as well, which I do that sometimes, but this pot is already dirty, so I'm just going to mix it up and shred it up all in here. One less thing I have to clean. Can you help me?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Hold on. Ready, set.
What are you making?
We're shredding the chicken. See it? Getting all mixed up?
Yeah.
Shred, shred, shred. Okay, so here is what the chicken looks like when it's all done. Cooks up so quickly, shreds up super easily. I love cooking it this way. Okay, you guys, so here's my dinner. I've got some tacos, chicken. We put on cheese, sour cream, salsa, and then I usually do lettuce, but we don't have any lettuce. So I put some parsley on there. It's not cilantro. I wish I had cilantro, but that's fine. I'm sure it'll still taste good and gives a little green, little something fresh to brighten it up. But there we go, tacos for dinner. Hello, you guys. Okay, so it's later on, the kids are asleep, and it is time to finally relax for the night. I am making myself literally two little chocolate chip cookies. So chocolate chip cookies are like literally my favorite thing ever, but I only ever really want like a warm, fresh baked chocolate cookie. Like a 1 day old or 2 day old or 3 day old chocolate chip cookie just doesn't, they're still good. They're still one of my favorite things, but it just doesn't do it for me, you know? Like I would much rather, like I'm gonna have one, I want it to be like ultimate satisfaction, warm, gooey, a little crispy, so good. So first I have to tell you that this specific recipe is my friend Ruth's. Love her so much. She has a book. I think I showed you guys this book in my last video because I'm like working my way through it. This is her book. I love her, like love her. And she has so many great recipes, but her chocolate chip cookies are like the best. So that's what I'm using, but she gave the tip in her book to, and some of you watch this are probably like, duh, Becca, do you know anything about baking? But this like just literally never occurred to me to freeze like the cookie dough balls. I've like frozen cookie dough before, but then you still have to like take it out and thaw it and scoop it and make the, you know, actually make the cookies. But she's like, no, you like scoop it all out, you put it in your freezer so that anytime you wanna have fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, you can have them in like, you know, preheat the oven and then 10 minutes later, boom. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just making myself 2 little cookies, which might seem ridiculous, but that's how I do things. So I'm gonna pop those in the oven and they'll be ready soon. Okay, you guys, my cookies are out of the oven. They are, this is so hot. I'm probably gonna regret this. But they are like the best cookies ever, truly. So good. So I'm gonna enjoy my cookies, a little something sweet. I pretty much, actually not every night, but most nights I have something after dinner before going to bed. Not because I have a huge sweet tooth necessarily, but I'm usually just hungry, honestly. Like nursing makes me hungry and I don't like going to bed hungry. Some people don't like going to bed with food in their stomach. I'm the opposite. If I'm hungry going to bed, I'm just like not happy. So I like to have a little something in my stomach. Some nights it's chocolate chip cookies. Other nights it's like a chia pudding. I mean, it's not always super healthy, but sometimes it is. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hopefully you got a new meal idea to try out. Check out, I'll link a bunch of stuff that I mentioned in this video below. But that's all I have. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm just at Becca Bristow. Would love to hang out with you over on there as well. But that's all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.